G'day guys, how's it going? All right, we're doing I'm just showing you I love getting a product like this that just blows me away. Why didn't someone tell me about this thing? I have spent so many hours polishing bloody metal using the old auto sole, which works great, but there's a lot of rubbing that you've got to do in it. Whereas this Jay Leno's all-purpose metal polish, it's like water, and apparently it does it chemically, whereas this stuff does it as an abrasive. I was really skeptical on how this thing worked, and last night on the forks of the CB250, you can see there, bloody that right hand side one, crazy. And after I did that, I went inside, I got Nay and I said, come out and check this out. And she said, why don't you try it on the postie bike, this Honda CT 110. Look at that. I couldn't believe how well that came up. Amazing. So let me show you how this shit works. Actually, what I'll do, guys, is just quickly show. So this fork here on this CB250, which I've done a custom job on. So I don't know how long ago now, 2 years ago, I sandpapered all that normal bloody grey stuff off and made it basically go like that. I didn't do a perfect job on it, but, and this is what happens. So the aluminium oxidizes over time. And then what you've got to do is get that auto sole and you've got to rub and you can get it back to that. But last night, as I said, I just rubbed that chemical stuff on there. Hardly, you know, just real easy. It was actually a pleasure to do it. And that's what it came up like. And then when Nay saw that and went, holy crap, she said, try it on this. So that's what it normally looks like, that real flat, just typical aluminium bloody stuff. And that's, I mean, that is just amazing. Rightio, you ready? So they just say give it a bit of a shake, pop your little thing off. Now this is chemical, but I can rub this all over my fingers and there is no problem whatsoever. Obviously you don't drink the stuff. So you can either use microfiber or they say terry toweling stuff if it's really baked on there. So you just pour a bit of this stuff on there like that. And they say, you know, rub in circles, do a small bit at a time. I'm hopeless for following directions. I just rub the shit on all over it. Now, as you can see, it's already coming off. I'm not really pushing hard. I'm just rubbing it on nice and easy. I'm not breaking a sweat, although I am actually because it's bloody hot. Look at that. So now just get a microfiber and buff off. So that was just a quick little rub, and you can already see that's coming up like that. So I'll just get a new little section here. So because this is like water, it just goes forever. And as you can see, while it's still doing that, it's taking off the oxidization. So once it stops bloody, you know, getting that black stuff on there, you know you've got all the oxidization off. Now you've got to remember, guys, this is not a polish to get scratches or, you know, pitting or stuff like that out of it. This is just if you've got, you know, a nice bit of metal and it's oxidized, this is just going to take it off so easy. I mean, this just blows me away. Like, the most effort that you do is the buffing bit. Like any polish, you'd put the same amount of pressure to buff it off. And look at that. Crazy. And I'm just doing this quickly. I'm going to do it just a third time because They say to most probably leave it on there a little bit longer. That is just crazy how easy that is. Let's do it on the bloody postie bike. Right, here we go. Postie bike, as you can see, fairly dull. Grab some of this stuff, chuck it on there, and then just lightly rub it all over this stuff. So obviously the chemical, it's not the rubbing. Obviously there's a certain amount of rubbing because the liquid is not abrasive. Obviously the terry toweling is abrasive, but there's not, you know, like a paste with sand in it or whatever, scratching it off. It's the chemical that's doing all the job. All right, I'll just quickly buff that off. That's just nuts. Right, I'll give it one more shot. Actually, I'll rub it all over, just down to there. And I'm pretty sure it doesn't affect, you know, obviously it didn't affect my skin. It doesn't seem to affect paint. There's nothing on there. The only thing it says is don't drink the bloody stuff. That's it. And buff off. That is just so satisfying. The amount of effort that I'm putting into that, it's just crazy. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, you can, look. In the bloody, I'm looking in the screen. I mean, I've never seen a postie bike with a control. That's, no. Righto. I mean, guys, come on. Shut up and take my bloody money. That is crazy. So, on the, so you can get this at jlenosgarage.com.au. It costs $34.95. Now I did do, because I thought, wow, $34.95, that's a lot of money. In my world, that's a lot of money. So I thought, how much was I paying for this stuff? So I went to Super Cheap, which is where I normally get it. So this, which is 75 mil, $10.99 on Super Cheap Auto. Round the corner, I can just go pick it up. So 75, but this is 473 mils. And I can tell you, because I go through a lot of, this one's the aluminium one, there's the other one which is the metal one. I don't think, I could never really tell any difference. I don't know whether that's a marketing ploy that they just put aluminium and they have it's a bit like, you know, Panadol, they have back pain one and they have just normal. It's, you look at the ingredients, exactly the bloody same. It's just, it becomes a marketing thing. So this stuff is actually brass, copper, aluminium, chrome, stainless and silver is what you use that for. And as I said, if it's oxidized and, you know, weathered and all that kind of stuff, that's what you want to use. If you're trying to get scratches and stuff, marks out of something, this isn't what that's designed to do. Just to make that really, really clear. So yeah, $34.99 in comparison to that is cheap. The amount of work you do, because I've done it, I've done forks like that before, and the amount of work you've got to use that to, this is actually a pleasure to use. Crazy. There you go, guys. Look, the product bloody sells itself. I love stumbling on a product like that. It just makes absolutely makes my day. I should tell you, because the normal guys, the Biker Bits bloody community, you know who you are. Jay Leno, obviously, they gave this stuff to me. I've got a lot of other bits and pieces up there that I've been using. and they actually, for my crew members, they give $100 away when we do an MCT as a gift thing. For the Biker Bits community, you can get 10% off every time you purchase. I think they normally have a 10% off for your first thing, or if you sign up to an email or whatever. But for the Biker Bits community, every time you purchase through there, you get 10% off every time. Righto, that's it. Bloody hot here. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's bloody hot. Righto, guys, remember, keep on riding, and if you ain't riding, keep on keeping on.